there's a huge change that's been happening at UPS, and UPS employees aren't too happy with this change. And the reason why UPS employees aren't happy with this change is because it's going to affect their job performance in a major way, because they're trying to add more work to their workload. And who wants more for their workload? And then it's a lot of UPS employees that's quitting, a lot of UPS employees getting fired. So in this video, we're about to show you what's been going on at UPS and how employees are dealing with it. Let's see.
So how about our CEO, Carol, bought our old Atlanta building that we closed a few years ago, has a company called Roadie running it out of our old building. And I go do a pickup yesterday, and the guy said, I only got one trailer for you. I said, well, where's my other stuff? He said, Roadie came over here and got 2 trailers. I said, okay, so Roadie's coming over here to get in UPS volume. He said, yep. I saw the CEO, UPS pays this lady, and she's running her own company out of our old UPS building, and she's giving them UPS volume. What in the hell are we doing? So our CEO is running us dry. Not only has she cut all these jobs and closing all these buildings and all these people getting laid off and all the things, she's also got her own company running it out of our old building for her damn self. Sweet.
Today that we as UPS are going to continually start to get more Amazon, because they realized that their Amazon drivers don't like to deliver all the heavy stuff. So we apparently are going to get contracted out to start delivering more Amazon stuff. So us as UPS drivers need to start preparing for a higher set of volume, and it's going to start to be even higher because the next round of buyouts are going out. So there are people that are leaving in July, and then there will be people that are leaving in September. So, and I think after that, that might be it, but I'm honestly not sure. Who knows? I didn't take it, so I don't know. But anyway, we are going to start having more volume and less drivers. So it's going to be really interesting. Everybody buckle up, because it's going to be super fun. Anyway, good luck. Bye.
All the jokes aside, yes, I'm still hanging out in the parking lot. All the jokes aside, it's pretty surreal. You do this for so long and you sacrifice so much. I mean, you sacrifice your time with your family, you sacrifice your body. Everything hurts. I mean, hell, I had back surgery 4 years ago, 5 years ago. I've had knee surgery. Go through all that, and all of a sudden it's over. It is shocking. For so long I thought to myself, like, man, did I waste half of my life doing this? Because I didn't want to do it anymore. I dropped out of college after I tried to major in beer and women. Moved home and immediately went to work here. It was the day before I turned 22 whenever I got hired. And so I didn't learn any skills or anything like that. here I am to the point where I just couldn't do it anymore. Lots of reasons. I was tired of not having my time with my kids. I missed so many firsts. Just, I don't want to miss any more. So, off to new things, I guess. I'm starting a woodworking business, and hopefully, everything goes well. I don't have much experience. I just know that I like building things. The few times that I've actually gotten to build things. So, we'll see what happens.
Alright, y'all, I'm going to get into 5 things you need to know if you're thinking about becoming a UPS driver. Number 1, it's, I won't say impossible, but extremely difficult to become a driver right off the street. You either have to work seasonal, like during peak, and stay on after peak's over, or you have to get hired on in the warehouse part-time and become a cover driver and work your way up like that. Number 2, even if they tell you they want you to become a driver, you still might not become a driver, because from there you have to go to intergrad for a week, which is like boot camp for UPS drivers. And if you get anything wrong during that, you get kicked out and you can't do it again for 6 more months. I think it's 6 months. And then from there you have a 30-day qualifying period where you have to finish your route 5 days in a row. You have to run scratch, which means you do it in a ridiculously short amount of time, which is very hard. Number 3, if you do make it as a driver, or at least if you make it to intergrad, you better make sure your memory is good, because you have to memorize a bunch of stuff. 5s and 10s, the methods, like aim high in steering, leave yourself an out, get the big picture, make sure they see you, keep your eyes moving. You're going to get tested on it a lot. Number 4, if you like your free time, this is definitely not the job for you. UPS can keep you up to 14 hours a shift, and there's a good chance when you first start, you're going to be working every bit of 14 hours, 5 days a week, and sometimes 6 days a week. Okay, number 5 thing, if you're going to be a UPS driver, you better get used to peeing in bottles, cans, bags. They say you're not a real UPS driver until you've shit in a DR bag, and that is true. Or if you're a girl, you make little funnels, so make sure you have a knife.
Alright, look, I'm going to try to make this video quick and get to the point here, because I've already tried recording this and I ramble on for like 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 minutes. No one's going to fucking listen that long. So, here we go. Number 1, UPS is offering us full-time drivers buyouts to bail. Get out of here. Here's some money. You can leave instead of firing everyone. I'm gonna take that shit, bro. Take that motherfucker. It doesn't make any sense for most people. Alright? If you've been here for like 0 to 12 to 15 years even, like, it doesn't make sense for you. Because it's not gonna be enough money to make it worth like what you would make for the rest of your career, so for most people, no, unless you're someone that already wants to leave. UPS is a great job. We make good money, we have great health benefits. I understand all that for sure. Fuck yeah. Unless you're someone that wants a little bit more out of your life than just that, than a good good money. There's a lot out there. I know the grass isn't always greener. I completely understand that. I would never just up and leave a career to pursue an unknown. I'm not that guy, because I got, a family. I got a wife and kids at home. But this could be an opportunity that if you wanted to leave already, at least you get some money out of it. You didn't want to sit here and do this job for the next 30 years. I don't think I do. beats you up. Work-life balance sucks. You're hardly home. It's hot as shit outside, and it's hot as hell out here in Houston, bro. It's brutal, man. So if you are someone that really wants to leave already, take that shit. Get out of here, man. Go pursue your dreams. At least get some money out of it. I don't even know if they're gonna really go through this anyway, because the union's fighting them like tooth and nail, bro, about it. But we'll see, man. There's a lot of unknowns happening, but we'll ride it out and see what happens. At least give me some numbers. Give me some numbers so I can think a little bit more about it, you know? Right now it's just like maybe they're gonna do it. We don't know. But everything's going automated, bro. They're trying to get rid of everybody. It's crazy. It is crazy. They want to get everything's AI. Everything's going automated. Automatic trucks. Automated this. Automated freaking delivery people. Robots delivering packages. Like, they want it all automated. I mean, I get it. We're adapting. It's part of just where we're going with things, but whoo, baby. I'm just gonna be a full-time TikToker, bro. Why not? I'll just wear a little UPS shirt every now and then. What do y'all think, man? Let me know. I can't be the only one. I'm gonna take this shit.
The worst job I ever had in my life was UPS. And it's not but that UPS is a bad place to work, but I'm talking about they work you like a dog. I was an unloader. I worked the overnight shift. I think I worked something like 10 to 2 or 10 to 3, something like that. It was like overnight. And I remember my first experience going in that mug. I felt like I was going to prison because the gates was all high. You got to walk through security. You got to empty out your pockets before you go in that joint. You can't have no phone, no nothing. I said, where are they taking me? I ain't think I was getting out. I ain't know what was going on. And then the lady tried to tell us in orientation. She told me, she said, look, is this what you want to do with your life? And I'm like, I'm just trying to work. I'm just trying to. She said, there's other things that you could be doing. I ain't understand. She was giving me warning signs. I ain't know what it was. She was giving me warning signs then. I didn't heed. And so we had to demonstrate how to stack boxes and all this type stuff, and how to do it and how to properly bend over. You can't bend your back. My first night, I was training with somebody, and I opened up that truck, and oh my God, packages started falling out. I saw packages as far as the eye can see, thousands of them. And you mean to tell me I got to unload this whole thing? And it's 100 degrees in here? UPS, let me tell you something. When I got halfway, my first day on the job, I was delirious. I thought they might have slipped something. I thought they did something to me. I was delirious. I ain't know where I was. It was so hot and it was so hard to work. I ain't know where I was. I was delirious. By the time we got to the back of the truck, I thought I was back in slavery. I started saying, "How's master? Is that master? Yes, man. Well, yeah, we done, boy. Yeah, we got done there. We got it done there. Yep, yes, we got done. Yes, sir."
All right, y'all, my second to last day before I take the buyout and leave. And everybody's like, oh my God, I bet you're going to miss UPS so much. And like, there are definitely things that I'm going to miss. That not being one of them.
So as you can see, Amazon is deciding to partner up with UPS. And the UPS employees are not happy with that, because they don't want to do Amazon's job. They feel like Amazon should have to deliver their own packages if they're heavy. Why they're going to add the workload to them? And you know how that go. Like I was stating previously, you'll get there, do a job, then all of a sudden, everything else is getting added on to your job. And that's how it go. They won't increase your pay. So at the end of the day, it's just taking a toll on you. Your mental, your physical. And as you can see, employees are just quitting everywhere. This employee, like he was stating, that it was bad on his back. And he don't have time to spend with his family. So if he don't have time to spend with his family, what does that tell you? This job is not doing any good for him. And y'all have to think about this. If this job is costing you your time and your health, you have to try to find something that's more convenient for you, because it don't make sense. They give you the job, tell you to work the job, but it's bad on your back. So when you are broken down in the future and it's time for you to go to the hospital, get surgeries, they don't want nothing to do with you no more. And then they want to kick you out and replace you with a new employee, a younger one. And that's sad, because a lot of people shouldn't have to go through this. And why does Amazon have to get added on to the job? Every company is different, but that doesn't mean add more workloads to the other companies. And this is a crazy situation, because it's just getting worse each and every day. And I bet you a lot of employees that work at those different delivery companies, they probably got a little secret feud going on with the other delivery companies, because they feel like everybody should be treated equal. Everybody should have to carry their own load in an equal way, but it's not the case. It's always different. And then just delivering packages all day, every day, that's really not an easy job. You may think it's easy, but it's not, because you got a lot of packages to deliver, and then you got to deal with the customers. And they think it's just your fault if you're not there on the time that they want you to be there. And then I was hearing stories about some customers that track your truck down and ask, can you deliver them the package, because they got somewhere to go, something to do, and all that, instead of just waiting till the package arrives at their residence. So it's just crazy out here. And it's just getting tough. So if you're a UPS employee, let me know how y'all feel about this change. If you're not a UPS employee, let me know how you feel about this change. And that's my take on this situation. Let me know how y'all feel about this. Leave it in the comments. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Peace.